Hello again, kirbyone here. You're here for your daily dose of Dominions, turn 17. Here we go. Alright, we'll start off with some messages. We'll get into the battles a little bit later. Airmore is just saying he'd be interested in joining in a war. This is delayed. These are all delayed messages because that's what happens when you are sending them turn by turn. You get them a turn later than you are actually planning for. So this is kind of outdated even then. Chi says, great non-aggression pact. Yomi says, not interested in fighting Tianchi. He wants to fight That's going to become irrelevant to me quite shortly. I found 2 magic sites. Nature and I think Astral. Maybe something else. I don't remember. I'll see if I can get to that later. Alright, this is an important battle. This is an important battle. And this is a not important battle. So he does in fact take that other province that I gave up pretty much with his profit. This is his profit. It's not going to show there, but anyways. Let's watch the throne battle first and see what happens there. I got a famous hero out of it. My Guerrilla Commander, who's been my prophet since the beginning of the game, he got heroed out of it. So the archers are actually putting the hurt on these guys. Guyakas are the weaker of the 2 that I can recruit. So they've got no protection. They do have regeneration, but they have pierce resistance, so they're going to take half damage. So that's 6 damage. Well, this is not including the random die roll that you get, but if it were just the pierce damage from the arrow, or sorry, I'm looking at the dagger, from the short bow, then it would actually be 5-ish damage. So yeah. And they regenerate 3 a turn, so they're still taking a hurting. Now I've got magic weapons, so I'll chew through these guys no problem. Ethereal means nothing to me. Now all I'm doing with this guy is summoning earth elementals, which is pretty much a waste of his talents. If I had alteration, which I could easily have had at this point if I had focused on that first, then I could do Iron Warriors right now, I could do Protection right now, and the arrows would not be as much of a problem as they are being. Now, a lot of you will look at this and say, oh, gee, Kirby, you know what would have been great? Air Shield on these guys. Yeah, I could have taken an Air Shield Bless, and that would have worked in this one scenario. In this one instance, I would have had Air Shield, and that would have helped me out against the archers. Now, where I really get stuck up on is these undead. Who's summoning them? You are. Okay. So, undead also, the soulless, actually, I thought it was long dead, but it's actually soulless, armored soulless. They have 50 morale, so awe is not going to do anything for them. So this is useless to me now as a defensive quality. Also, it's useless against arrows, obviously. So between the 2, they're not going to fare so hot. Now, my mages are powerful enough to wheedle them down slowly but surely. If this was like a player with dedicated undead spam, I'd have to seriously rethink my strategy of using only these guys. Or at least recruiting only these guys, because they would not be able to hold that off. Now, Kailasa, as I was saying, Air Shield would have been an effective counter to these arrows, and also any other players who would be using massed archers. Kailasa has another counter to that, which is their own cheap massed archers. So if I really had thought about this and planned it out and strategized and pinged the province to see what was there and said, oh, I'll counter this way, instead of just throwing my sacreds at it and saying my sacreds can take anything, they're super awesome. If I had really done that, then I would have massed archers, my own archers, and had them fire archers. As it is, I've only got these guys, The ones who haven't died yet, they're like wounded and limping, but they have experience because they've been through all the battles together. And if I had massed even these guys, then I would have been able to whittle down their archers, probably gotten a rout and taken the fort, or sorry, the throne. It would have been still very costly to me, and as it is, I actually lose. I do not push through. I break and retreat. I'll lose all of them, and my commander's rout. So the result is I lose my entire army. Basically, I am left with, I believe, one Guyaka. He's probably wounded too. All my commanders made it out all right. My monkeys survived, so yay. I did do a number on them, but because this throne is right next to Airmore, and my army is dead, Airmore is probably going to take this, because there's still 80 Wolf Tribe archers here, so I would not be able to just run in with one Guyaka and take that. Alright, let's move right along. This is another very important battle, because Yomi, or sorry, not Yomi, Niflheim takes the bait and says, my thug can take you and be awesome. And I'm like, oh yeah? Well, we'll see about that. And I put a lot of PD in here as well, so they're not going to do a whole lot other than just tie them up and fatigue them and get them distracted, because this is an insane bless. And I don't know if you noticed when it was zooming in on the province, but winter hit here as well. So he has cold power. Heat +1. Heat? What's his protection? I can't tell. We'll look at that afterward. In any event, their cold aura is already having an effect on my PD. I did take one out. There's one dead. That's great. I just need enough attacks per square, and that can usually do alright. But Chill Aura is doing a number on me, and that is going to be my biggest problem. What is he doing? He's just chilling out there casting spells. Ah, he moves in finally. Alright. The archers are now in the fray, and he's starting to trample. Trample, trample, trample. Trample, trample. Oh, is he retreating? No. Oh yeah, he is. Okay. Well, great. This is not how I remember this battle going. Which is funny, because this is not how this battle goes at all, actually. Because I win, and he does not take the province. And in fact, he dies. So, yeah. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, because I did watch this battle, and my Divine Steed actually runs in, tramples, and gets stuck. He gets stuck and fatigued out behind the retreating Nifl Jarl, because the Jarl and his guys retreat. And so, like, my elephant gets stuck here, and the Jarl retreats into him and doesn't go around him and just wails on him until my guy dies, strong as he is, because he's got regeneration too and high protection. And the retreating Jarl just kind of wails on him until he dies and then runs off because he was retreating. So I do not know why this battle report is showing what it is showing. That is very strange to me, because I in fact win and drive him off, take our forces defeating the attacking forces from Niflheim. So yeah, I don't know what to say other than moving on. I regroup. My forces are going to consolidate here. This is what I'm going to have. It's not a lot, and it is literally all I have. because I just threw away my army here. And in terms of attrition, I lost this. He's going to move in next with both of these. And he only lost 2 giants. He has 2 Jarls. That's really all he needs in order to take this. And there was winter here, as you can see, cold. So he's getting the bonuses of that. Yeah, I'm just going to consolidate back here and try and hold him off there, because this is my last choke point. I mean, I could go here or here, but no, this is my fort. I want to keep it. I do the thing where I cancel that, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll just get a scout instead. I send some messages. TNG, watch out. Niflheim's coming. Yomi, I would help you against but my border no longer exists with him, and so I'm fighting Niflheim. Any help would be appreciated. And my research, I did complete Conjuration 4, so that's going to give me Light of the Northern Star, probably just in time if I'm going to be taking on Niflheim. Research, research, research. He's going to upgrade to a fortress. And yeah, I'm over 11 minutes now, so I'm going to cut it here. I really don't know what to say about this. This is really confusing to me because I did see the battle happen, and I know it happened, and my version was way funnier than yours. But in any event, the computer says my super awesome hero died, and I was sad. So now you know how that happened and why. Maybe I'll redo this video and see if I can't figure out where that other play went. Alright, that's enough of that. See you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.